Hi everybody, this is the Baseball Hut, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the People's Champion, your host, the Hut, and welcome back to the Baseball Hut 2, and hope you like that video. Hit that subscribe button. So we're going to go through a bunch of rumors, and a big name has popped up in the trade market over the last few days. That's Luis Castillo, the Mariners. This is from Soto Mojo. It's a Mariners site. Could the Mariners trade Luis Castillo? MLB reporter speculates Mariners could leverage their ace for offense this offseason. It could be a viable option if the front office and ownership are willing to get a little uncomfortable. Let's see. Perplexing comments, head-scratching salary dump trades in nearly 6 weeks of inactivity made it an uncomfortable offseason for Mariners fans. The negativity slowly dissipating thanks to the team making catcher DH Mitch Garver this week. While we basked in the glow of John Stanton, the majority owner, opening up the Brinks truck, there might be an opportunity to leverage a hot commodity. Still, it will take a certain level of risk, and the move would be painful to Mariners and their fans. Seattle Times reporter and MLB insider Ryan Divish had an interesting take on MLB Network this week regarding the Mariners' willingness to trade pitching for proven offensive pieces. That nugget is familiar, as many media folks mentioned Logan Gilbert, Bryce Miller, and Brian Wu throughout the offseason's possible trade pieces. However, Divish threw a new name, Luis Castillo, into the mix. There comes that uncomfortable feeling again. For an organization seemingly pinching pennies this offseason, trading an ace on a reasonable contract and a market starting for controllable pitching might be viable. George Kirby is waiting on the ones to lead the staff. Robbie Ray will be back at midseason, and if the team trades Castillo, the haul would be immense. Jerry DiPoto could call up the Minnesota Twins and broker a Castillo for Max Kepler, or a Polanco and Brooks Lee trade. How about Baltimore? The Rock for Heston could just add, if I said his name right, Jordan Westburg and D.L. Hall. Or better yet, Miami for Jazz Chisholm and Xavier Edwards. Sounds right. Sounds good, right? Yonko, I got a rumor for you. How about this proposal? We're going to get people mad. How about this? Luis Castillo for Pete Alonso, straight up. What? It's just a thought. I wouldn't do it, because I love Pete. The ongoing narrative is that Jerry DiPoto, the Mariners president of baseball operations, reluctant to trade their cost-controlled young arms. He will trade anybody. What the hell are they talking about? Clearing $24 million at the books would allow DiPoto and GM Justin Hollander to play in a free agent tier. They've usually avoided joining. That is if majority owner John Stanton opens the checkbook, which is 50-50 chance of it happening. Trusting Stanton to actually slide some of the bottom line to making a better on-the-field product is as uncomfortable as it gets. On the field, the ramifications of trading Castillo would be just as immense as a trade package to pry him out of Jerry's hands. It means that Mariners must join the collective teams looking for pitching this winter. They never pony up the cash for second-tier options, Jordan Montgomery and Marcus Stroman, and just forget about Blake Snell, no matter how much he wants to play for his hometown team. Hypothetically, if Castillo's gone, we're probably looking at a reunion with James Paxton or an arm of that ilk. Well, we'll have to see on this. I'll keep you up to date on this story. From the Bleacher Report, headline, MLB rumors, Josh Hader eyeing $100 million contract. Yankees, Dodgers, Rangers, and are linked. Before we get this video again, hit the subscribe button. And here we go. Star closer Josh Hader remains a top free agent, but he reportedly has a fair share of top suitors while he's seeking a deal that would make him the highest paid reliever in MLB. According to CBS Sports' Jim Bowden, he's looking for a deal north of Edwin Diaz. So it would be for 5 years, over $100 million. And so far, no club has gone to that ballpark, at least as of yet. But the three teams that are in play are the Yankees, the Rangers, and the Dodgers. Despite the reported interest in Hader from those teams, Bound added a caveat to the possibility of any of them signing him. Quote, what is very interesting here is that it appears that all three of those teams prefer to sign a starter or trade for a starting pitcher rather than getting a closer, Bound said. But he noted that any of them would be willing to pivot to Hader if they fail short of their pursuits. Hader started for the San Diego Padres in 23 after being acquired from the Milwaukee Brewers at the 2022 trade deadline. The five-time All-Star had a strong campaign, tying for 8th in the majors with 33 saves, while finishing with a 1.28 ERA, a 1.1 whip, and 85 strikeouts and 56 in the third innings. A three-time NL reliever of the year, Hader would be a strong addition to any franchise looking to contend for a World Series the next season and beyond. Bounty added that he believes Hader will be a difference maker for whichever team that gets him. However, it's not clear which team will be willing to meet Hader's contract demands. Handing out a contract like the one Edwin Diaz received from the New York Mets likely doesn't seem very attractive, after Diaz was forced to miss the entire 23 season due to a knee injury suffered in the World Baseball Classic. Hader will turn 30 in April, so it'll be interesting to see if he lands the long-term contract and the big payday he's seeking. And finally in this video, yes, we're going to talk about the Pittsburgh Pirates. Yes, the Pirates in this video. Before we get into that, before I forget, I need you to subscribe to the Prospect Hut, because I'm 95 subscribers away from getting that channel monetized, completely monetized. And I'll put the link into the Prospect Hut in the description of this video, and go in there and subscribe to it. So here we go. From Buck's Dugout. Headline, 3 Pirates mock trade possibilities. I know you're all excited about the Pirates here in New York City. We'll skip to the trades, because that's what we're most interested in. Pirates trade second baseman Termarr Johnson, right-handed pitcher Jared Jones, third baseman utility man Jad Chirillo, and shortstop second baseman Levier Peguera to Seattle for right-handed pitcher Logan Gilbert. You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts. The Mariners need help at the MLB level in many different places, but especially at third base and second base after trading third baseman Eugenio Suarez to the Diamondbacks. The Mariners get MLB-ready talent with plenty of team control in Jared Chirillo and Levier Peguera. Triolo, who produced a 1.7 Fangraphs WAR in 54 games, brings an excellent glove and a contact-oriented approach to the plate and starts at third base. Peguera has tons of tools and plenty of upside, and a package that's somewhat less refined and competes with the recently acquired Luis Arias with a starting second base job in spring training. The Mariners also get 2 prospects, Jared Jones and Termarr Johnson. Jones, a near MLB-ready right-handed pitcher who has downright ridiculous raw stuff, but whose lack of control and a real third offering present substantial reliever risk, and Johnson, a highly touted infield prospect who hit a combined .244 between low A and high A in his age 19 season. The Pirates get a very good starting pitcher in Gilbert, who has many traits the Bucks intend to value highly, including elite extension and walk rates. He slots into the front half of the Pirates' rotation and is controlled via arbitration through the 2027 season. All right, take a step back here. There's a ton of reasons for Mariners not to make this trade. With the market for starting pitching as insane as it is, and Gilbert not hitting free agents for at least 4 more seasons, there's just no reason to move him for anything less than an insane overpay that's too good to refuse. An overpay which this return doesn't represent. Corner outfield is also a need for them, and the Pirates don't have much to spare. The Mariners will also likely to be able to get better, more experienced bats in return for Gilbert rather than a more prospect-oriented package like this. Trading good, controllable starting pitcher for bats is not the smartest thing in the world to do anyways. It would also take some serious stones in the Pirates' side. Yes, you get a fantastic pitcher with Gilbert, but with arms being the way they are health-wise, that can change with a single pitch. You're risking an awful lot here, but something you would have to at least seriously consider doing if the reward is potentially heading into the playoff series with Paul Skeens, Logan Gilbert, and Mitch Keller all slated to start games. There's another trade they're proposing. Pirates trade second baseman center fielder Jae-Won Bae, right-handed pitcher Kyle Nichols, and right-handed pitcher Po Yu Chen to the Washington Nationals for center fielder Victor Robles and right-handed pitcher Hunter Harvey. The Pirates, at least on paper, have a bad defense, particularly in the outfield, where Jack Sawinski would really be better suited in the corners, slated to be the starting center fielder just as he was last season. Now you can run down this. I put the link in the description of this video. Here's the last one, which I think is really interesting. Pirates trade left-handed pitcher Marco Gonzalez, right-handed pitcher Max Kranick, and right-handed pitcher Braxton Ashcroft and cash to the Oakland Athletics, or Vegas Athletics, Philadelphia Athletics, Kansas City, it doesn't matter. Their homeless team for right-handed pitcher Paul Blackburn. Now, it doesn't seem like Blackburn's going anywhere. I would mention that. It doesn't seem like they're willing to move. But for this video, Marco Gonzalez has already been traded twice this season. Why not a third time? With the trade market also looking rather pricey, the Pirates might need to get creative to improve their rotation. Oakland's an extreme situation in just about every way. You think so? Their move to Las Vegas was approved by all 30 major league owners, but the stay in Vegas isn't set to be completed until 2028. Meanwhile, at least the Oakland Coliseum runs out after this year. See? They're a homeless team. They're the Clarence the Frogman Henry team of Major League Baseball. So, the thing is that the A's still have to put out some kind of team, even for 1 year in Oakland. And it's going to be interesting where the A's go, because the fact of the matter is, they're a homeless team right now. It's an interesting trade. I don't think that the A's at this moment are going to move Blackburn, but we'll see. So, you let me know what you think about this video. And, of course, please subscribe to the Baseball Hut 2, and I'll see you later.